Well, that's a
Yeah, but this is important. Like I mentioned in a show 2 or 3 weeks ago, when people say, "Hey, you know what? I have sensitive skin," so we do a test. We test people. So, and then we wait 24 hours, and then if nothing happens, I say, okay, come back. You're good to get a lashes done.
Oh, okay. So you don't just immediately do it. You do the test and come back. That makes sense.
Yeah,
you know, I like that.
Not,
some places say, you know, man, who cares? I just want to make you money and do your eyelashes.
Yeah, yesterday I had experience. A lady say her daughter's got lashes done, and she had reaction, and the people called her again and said, oh, come back, we do the lashes. I'm like, how could you gonna do eyelashes again, knowing that this person already had reaction? You can treat people like a number. You have to treat
your
people.
Clinic is, I mean, I call it clinic because it looks so clean. I mean, it's spotless. It looks like a clinic. It really does. You know, I mean, just amazing. You wear scrubs because it's a medical procedure almost.
Yeah.
It's not surgery, but it's very complex as far as you don't look like you're in a hurry.
Well,
you take your time and you do it.
You're working around somebody's eyeball. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You work on somebody and
like
somebody's eyes. Yeah, and you have to.
How long does it take?
You have to have a good hand. A steady hand to work on those people's eyes. That's very important, though.
So you can't
because you use tweezers.
Sorry.
Oh man.
You're using tweezers. If people get distracted or look at the phone or doing other things, no, you can't do stuff like that because you have to respect, and that's your customer. You have to protect your customer. You have to protect yourself and do the right thing.
How long does that process take from start to finish?
The process, that's depend. Like in a class, he said it could be 60 to 90 minutes.
Really? That long?
Wow.
Yes. It's one lash at a time. And we do volume lash, and the volume lashes are multiple extensions on one single lash, and they're all applied individually.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you drop your wife off, say, I'll see you in a couple hours, poof, you got a 2-hour break. All right there. Well, go down to the cigar shop, hang out.
And then you go around there. It's amazing. So, with my customers, most of the clients, they get volume lash done, right?
Which is the hour and a half procedure.
No, it could be about 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they just sitting in the chair for this 2 hours?
Oh, people sleep.
Oh, they fall asleep. Okay.
Well, the bed is comfortable, so you have to sit this. Yeah, exactly. So
they start snoring.
Oh yeah, that happens too. That happens too. It's very comfortable, you know. So we would always make sure. And let's say me, I use something on my hands, right? I clean my hands very well, of course, but I use something before I start, like I forgot. But it's very relaxing, you know, it's because I'm working on their eyes.
Aroma? Like it has aroma?
Yeah, like aroma. Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
like
can
aroma.
smell that because your hands up there. You have to wash your hands, don't you?
Like, of course,
okay,
I
just
do.
checking.
I have to wash my hands. Yeah, but I mean, so what I'm trying to say when I clean my hands, I clean my hands and I use a little bit of, aroma, yeah.
It's part of the experience.
Yes.
Eyelashes by Dina Torres, which are 1700 Post Oak, correct?
Yes, 1700 Post Oak.
How they contact you?
They can contact me at 281-205-3267 and eyelashesbydina.com.
Eyelash by Dina Torres. Hey, we're going to take a commercial break.
This is the hand sanitizer.
There you go.
Sanitizer is with...
We're going to take a commercial break, Dina. When we come back, Dina Torres is going to stick around and help us interview author Angela Aja. We'll be right back.
I have
Don't
those
go away.
questions.
Don't change that dial. We'll be right back with the Daily Buzz Radio Show. Searching for a comfortable lounge environment where you can bring your own scotch, whiskey, bourbon, and enjoy a relaxing environment with leather recliners, couches, TVs, sports, movies, and a poker table, and all the other fine amenities of life? Come to Black House Cigars and ask us how you can become a member and get 24-hour access. We are veteran-owned and operated and open 7 days a week. Black House Cigars has fresh, hand-rolled, premium, aged organic cigars that are the best money can buy and come with the satisfaction guarantee. Come to O-Town Spring at 318 Gentry Street or visit us online at blackhousecigars.com.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Watch us live on our social media, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you want to make your college experience different? Become an intern with 91.1 The Buzz. We are interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Hi friends, my name is Angela Aja, and I'm a life coach and the author of a best-selling book, Summoned to Soar, The 5 Stages of the Rise of a Woman. I coach women out of their cocoon and into their wings. If you're ready to be the best version of you, so head on over to Amazon.com and type in the search bar, Summoned to Soar, and order your book today.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We're back with the Daily Buzz Radio Show.
Welcome back, Daily Buzz Radio Show, DailyBuzzRadioShow.com. Dina Torres has an announcement to make, so Dina,
oh my God.
We were talking about it during the commercial break because she couldn't remember what the hand aroma was, and it actually was what?
Lavender. Actually, it's not that I use an aroma. It's like my hand sanitizer.
A lavender hand
It's
sanitizer.
a lavender hand sanitizer, so the smell is thick in there.
Lavender.
Lavender, yes.
Thank you, Dina.
Diga
See, I'm glad you cleared it up
lavanda.
because we're getting a lot of phone calls. It's been cleared up now. Quit calling. The phone's got to be used for other purposes today. Okay. Lavender. I'm glad you said it. Angela Aja's in
Angela,
studio.
the show
Welcome back, Angela.
today.
Angela, let's recap here. You wrote a book.
I did.
What's the name of your book?
The name of the book, I have it right here.
The actual copy.
Summoned to Soar, The 5 Stages of the Rise of a Woman.
And
Wow.
we started on this journey with you last year.
You did.
And you've now got the book published, which you went like an incredible sales the first day this thing went out. Just incredible. Now you're finally at the point in this stage where we're going to do the book signing. I say
right.
we. I mean you.
That's right.
We're going on a tour of book signing.
You know, let's talk about
you all
this.
come with me.
We're going to be there, absolutely. Let's talk about this. So talk about the book signing event.
So tomorrow night at the Butler House, right off Gosling Road, right here in the Woodlands, Texas, we're going to be doing. I'll be doing a book signing. I'll be selling and signing books from 6 to 8, and they'll have happy hour going on and passing some light bites, and they even have a special drink that is dedicated especially for
Rising women.
It's called Butterfly Kisses.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
And I'm glad you brought that up.
I like
'Cause
that.
Have you heard the story about her book?
No, I haven't.
You were supposed to say no. See, she's right in cue.
So our listeners, our viewers that are watching right now, what are the names of the 5 stages that you have in the book?
So the first stage is the ordinary, and I find that as I work with women that women get stuck in feeling the ordinary, but they feel a call to an extraordinary life of impact.
Okay.
But the ordinary mimics the journey of a caterpillar into the caterpillar stage of the butterfly, and so they've got maybe limited vision. Life seems to just be edging along. Tiny caterpillars have tiny little legs. Very slow movement. And so the second stage is called the cave. And so usually what happens is a crisis comes along and compels us into the cave. And the cave represents the cocoon. in the cocoon is where the metamorphosis takes place, and that's what I call the third stage, is the becoming. And that's where the woman is in that dark, lonely place of personal development. And as you know, your favorite part of the story, that's where
the cocoon has to go to the restroom. And all the lines are full.
So when the caterpillar is inside the cocoon, it cannot excrete. It can't go to the bathroom. And so when a woman is in the cocoon phase of her life, she may feel like she's in a dark, lonely place, but she comes face to face with all of her own insecurities, her fears, and all of that. And so, but if you'll endure the cocoon, then the fourth stage happens, and that's called the debut. And that's when the butterfly begins to kick her way out of the cocoon. She's outgrown that place of development. And the fifth and final stage is called the rise. And the rise is where a woman, she has developed into her deepest place of authenticity. She knows why she's here, who she is, why she's here, and what she's here to do. And so the premise of the book, Summoned to Soar, is that when a woman goes through the full process of development, she begins to use her wings and go higher than she's ever gone before. But it's at that point that the wind comes in, and when she catches the tailwind, then the tailwind will take her to places that she didn't even know were available to her.
Wow.
And that's where she makes her greatest impact.
So, Dina T, you're in that cocoon that's flying, right?
I'm in flying now.
See?
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Before yesterday, I was talking to somebody. I don't know if it has something. It has a little bit to do with this, but as a woman, sometimes, especially like on my age, my mom's always say, "Oh, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do that," because of age. And I wonder, Mom, it's not age for some things that you think we have to do because you're on my age or you age.
Yes.
I really don't think so.
Right.
And another thing that another thing is that I've been noticed, and I thank God every single day. It's like when one closed door, God opens a better door for you.
Right. That's right.
And I get on the point of my life now that somebody say no to me, I'm not taking wrong. And I was like, okay, maybe it doesn't work with you, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna be doing good or right with others people or doing the right. Others people think I'm gonna be doing the right thing with them.
That's right.
Right.
You know, but you went through some personal issues in your life that sort of inspired this book, didn't you?
I did.
Do you want to divulge some of that info?
What was
You want some of your laundry aired out?
Some of the juicy details.
Let's act like we're all
you
over
can share
Rivera's
with
place.
us. All those things inspire me now.
Sure.
Yes, I think as a woman we going through many phases and many stages, and sometimes from people it's kind of hard to understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I was married for 22 years, and I was in the ministry, and so we had built a large organization, and I had built my identity around a man in the ministry, and I had no idea who I was at my core. So I had just built my life around supporting someone else and their vision. And so when he made decisions that took him another path, I was left in a deep identity crisis because I didn't know who I was at my core. I built my identity around what I did for someone else versus who I am. And so my life came crashing down, and so here I was, a single mom of 4.
Mom of 4.
Financial devastation, and, I had the community, the church that had supported me all of my life. They didn't know what to do with me, so they kind of took their hands off. And so I lost my support system. I lost my family unit. I lost my financial structure, and my life just came crashing down. And I moved into an apartment and slept on the floor, lived on the floor, ate on the floor, played Yahtzee on the floor, with my kids until I could start to, just reimagine what my life could look like, and rebuild from there. And so it's been a 10-year journey of rebuilding, but that's where this came from. This came from that devastation. And so I'm thankful for it now on this side of it. But yeah, it's not been an easy journey.
But you know, that's you think about this, Dina. Can you imagine you're in an apartment, you have no furniture, food's scarce, you have kids looking at you, and you can't let your kids know the world's crashing down. They have to feel like everything's going well, and you don't have answers.
Yeah.
And you can pray, and you say, please, Lord, help me. And suddenly things start happening because your belief system, because God will help you.
Yeah.
But he'll put things in front of you, but if you don't reach out and grab it, you're not going to get it.
That's right.
And so you were smart enough to start developing, doing these things. But did you recognize that you were doing this while it was happening? Did you recognize these signs come around?
Not at first, no. I mean, I definitely asked what I like to call low quality questions, and that is, why? If you ask why, it doesn't really bring you to any substantial answers. It just creates more suffering. And so, no, I did not know it, in the beginning, and I went into a dark place, a depression and discouragement, and I went from one of the stories that I like to tell now, the depth of how far my life fell. When I was married, I had a Rolex with diamonds.
Wow.
And I wore it. Rolex you can wear all the time. You can wear it in the shower, you can wear it swimming, anything. You don't have to take it off. And so when I moved out into that apartment, and I didn't know how I was going to take care of my kids. I had been in the ministry all my life. I'd never worked outside the home. I had no skills to go off of. And so I met some single women who were experts at being single moms. And they said, I was literally digging in the couch for quarters, how am I going to feed my kids? And one of them said, you can go down to the food stamp line. This is exactly why it's there. And I'd heard about food stamps, but I didn't really know. I just kind of thought it was for somebody else,
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I've got to have help. I don't know what to do. And I went and stood in the food stamp line, and my girlfriend called me while I was in line waiting to turn in my application. And I went to answer my phone, and I looked down.
You had the
there
Rolex
was
on.
my Rolex. And I was like,
Wrong
and I went up, and
line. B&W pawn shop around the corner.
But I had tried to pawn it, and I knew I wouldn't get enough for it. But it was just a few short weeks after that I was able to find somewhere that would actually buy it and give me a good price for it. And that's how I bought Christmas for my kids that year.
Oh, wow.
So
That's pretty inspiring.
yeah.
I mean,
It is very-
that's, let me tell you,
It is.
have you actually had anybody come up to you and say, you know what, this is actually what happened to me? Have you had anybody experience that yet? As far as the breakup on their own and not understanding life, what they're going to do next?
Yes, I mean that's what I do. I work with women all the time.
And
That
you're
are,
a life coach as well.
Yes,
Life
and so
coach,
in
yeah.
coaching, that's usually a lot of times that's where women are at. They just are at a place where they've lost themselves in the process of life. They've morphed into a false version of who they were created to be, and they give and give and give, but they don't give back to themselves, and they end up depleted. And so,
Wow.
it's that's
Angela
why I have a passion
Aja.
to do what I do.
You are an extremely unique woman. You're out. I really love about her. She's out to help people. She wrote this incredible book, which I honestly believe that book's going to lead to so much more in your world. I told you that night.
You did.
And I strongly believe that someday we're going to be watching TV and we go, "Whoa, Angela's!" I mean, it's just an incredible story.
Yeah, and I'm just, I'm in shock for all this thing. And what do you say, Angela? It happened with a lot of women out there, right? So what happened? What really happened is that a lot of people, though, they're in that situation, but they're scared.
Yes.
They're afraid to do something,
Right.
Because they don't have the tools. They don't know how,
Right.
And we don't have. Well, I've been there, so and this is what happened. So a lot of people, they're scared, they're afraid, they don't know what to do. they don't speak English. They might, a lot of people, they don't even have the legal status in the United States. So they're afraid of many, many things. And it's sad, though.
Yes.
It's sad because they go through a lot of stuff and their kids. But when you pass all these things, those things that make you very stronger.
Yes, that's right.
The
And that's how
sunlight
you
eventually
can help.
shines, right?
And that's how she's on this stage now, that she's able to help others people.
Rising stage.
Exactly, yes.
Well, if you remember that when that caterpillar is in the cocoon and it cannot excrete, that when it goes through the full process of development, the reason that's important to know is that as the butterfly begins to break out and she begins to practice using her wings, as she flaps her wings, all of the stuff, all of the crap that she was in the cocoon with, all of her own fears and insecurities, her story, her shame, her guilt, in the butterfly, it gets shot back up into the butterfly and into her wings, and it hardens, and that's what gives her the strength to fly.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
No, that's really, I mean, since you've gone through this, now I've seen you when you had the book announced, that night the book announced, your son, your son's an incredible professional. I mean, your son that's a striking young man.
Thank you.
But he was right
so
there with you
cute.
through this whole event.
He was.
And does he say anything to you like, today, Mom, look what you've been through. Look where you at.
My kids, I'm so blessed. My kids tell me all the time. One of my older sons just came to visit this weekend, and he said, Mom, he said, you have no idea. He said, how proud we are of you. We paid attention to your journey, you know, and so I'm really thankful.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's
Angela Aja, Butler House.
Wonderful.
Butler House located
Yes.
on Gosling Road
Tomorrow
in
night.
Spring, Texas. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., right?
Yes, 6 p.m.
She'll be out there, meet her in person, shake her hand, give her a hug. She's going to sign your book, because you're going to
Yes.
get one of these books, and you're going to
That's
read
right.
this book, and you will learn from it. Butler House, Angela Aja. And you'll be back soon, because we will hear everything about this.
Okay,
Now,
good.
let's talk about what's coming up this week. We got a lot of things going on.
Yes, we do. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the segment, we have J.J. Holly coming in.
He's president of the Woodlands Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, we also have Texas axe throwing. I'm kind of
Axe throwing.
Yeah, axe throwing. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to even imagine what's going to come in. But I know some pictures will come up. Maybe we can get
Maybe
some
we
videos.
can get a bunch of books put together. Oh, no, never mind.
or get a picture of
Just not my
somebody's
book.
face and just tack it on the wall or something. But we have that. We also have Sweet Texas Treasures, which is a woman's boutique.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they're out of the Woodlands or maybe Conroe area, I believe. So we'll have them on as well, and a few other guests that we're working on getting in. So
That is going to be
Wonderful.
really,
You guys
really
busy.
cool. That is coming up this week. And so, one other thing to remember is you tune in every day at 12 noon on the Daily Buzz radio show. We'll put you on here. We'll talk about your business. We'll talk about your calls. Tell everybody who we're looking for and how they contact you.
So we're looking for sales reps. If you're someone that has some sales experience and is a good talker, can maybe know someone that has a business that you can bring on, that we can maybe discuss what it is that they have, the type of company, their services that they offer to the community. You can have someone get in touch with me, or you can personally send me an email with your resume to knly.tre@gmail.com, or you can call me directly on my cell phone, which is 337-438-8274.
All right. Hey, tune in tomorrow at 12 noon. Daily Buzz Radio Show. DailyBuzzRadioShow.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
That food is not private anymore. Bye, guys.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll.